Check, check, check. Yes. What's up, everybody? This is me, Yawar Manzoor, and I believe everybody is doing great, nice, and absolutely fine. Okay. I guess we're live. Yes, yes, yes. So come on, I just need to know in the live chat, is everybody doing great? Okay. Today we're gonna be basically seeing some of the JEE advanced questions. Okay, previous year questions. IIT JEE be killing all of those questions which are very nice. Okay, having good level. Okay, in the live chat, I just need to know. And before this, if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and like this video as soon as possible. And hit the bell notification button as soon as possible, because we are coming up with so many courses. We are running this Fury series. Every single day you are getting the lectures for 11th class, for 12th class, like JEE Mains 2022, JEE Advanced 2022, JEE Advanced 2023, everything. Okay. So for that, you need to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so that you'll get the update every single time whenever we come live. Okay. Yes, exactly. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Yawar Manzoor and I am from Kashmir. I'm a JEE physics expert, and this is a piece of information about me. We will be today talking about the projectile, that is the horizontal projectile. Understand? If we are launching a projectile from some height, understand? So that projectile we're gonna be basically seeing in detail. What is the kinematics of that projectile? Understand? And everything. What are the formulas and what are the questions that they can ask in our upcoming JEE? Everything we're gonna be talking about in this lecture itself. Yeah. That's great. So let's move. Before that, I need to tell you basically, apart from this YouTube platform, we teach on Unacademy's own platform. In even countries, top educators are teaching you over there. Okay. So I suggest you to basically visit at least once, have a look. Okay, who are the educators who are teaching you over there? What top educators are teaching? Quota's top educators are teaching you over there. So if you want to learn from those educators, you have to basically take either this subscription or this Iconic or this Plus. Okay, so what are the benefits that you can exactly get in this Plus and Iconic subscription? If we talk about this Plus, you'll be getting live classes every single day. Understand? There are so many educators who teach you every single day live over there. You'll be getting weekly tests. Understand? Structured courses. The courses have been designed by some of the top educators in the country. Okay, and this is unlimited access. Unlimited access means you can watch anybody's lecture any damn time. Means if you are taking this Plus subscription from a particular category, and if there are 1,000 educators teaching in that category, you can watch anybody's lecture. That's what unlimited access actually is. Okay, and apart from this, if you take this Iconic subscription, you'll be getting all the benefits you get in Plus in this Iconic, and there are some extra benefits as well, like we have personal guidance, test analysis. This personal guidance is an educator will be basically given to you. He will help you throughout your exam, how you can crack it. You can ask him any sort of doubt you have regarding anything, studies, academics, whatever it is. Okay, and test analysis. Once you give you a test, afterwards you need to analyze in what portion you are lagging in what portion you need to work more. So that is done by in this test analysis. Experts guidelines, study material, study planners. There are so many things that you exactly get over there. Polls, every damn thing. And this is my username on Unacademy. If you wanna follow me, if you wanna learn from me, you can definitely hit the follow button on Unacademy. This is my username. Search me over there, because we come up with special classes every single day. So for that, I suggest you to follow me over there. Okay, and this is basically if you want to kickstart your JEE preparation, that too for free. You should definitely go for this test. Okay, if you are under 1,000 rankers, so definitely you'll be getting free 100% scholarship on Unacademy. So these are the test details, 90 questions, 180 minutes, JEE mains pattern and all. You can basically scan it also. Now the point over here is it will ask you for a code. What code you are supposed to use in order to enroll? That is this one, Yawar. Okay, you can use this code in order to enroll in this one. Now the next point over here is these are the batches which some of these batches have already started on Unacademy. Some are going to start. Now the people who are looking for English batch particularly, so this Shine 2.0 is completely in English language. Okay, so this is for JEE Mains and Advanced 2022. It will start from 15th of September onwards, you should definitely join this one if you want to boost your rank in your upcoming JEE. And you can take this plus subscription for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. Okay, so these are the prices mentioned over here for 12 months, for 18 months, for 24 months. Now, if you want to basically pay it like every single month, you don't want to pay this entire amount at once only, so there are EMI options available as well, so definitely you can pay it every single month. So for 3 months also, for 6 months, 12 months, this. Now if you want to basically get the maximum possible discount from this one, so I suggest you to use my code. This is my code. You can definitely use this code in order to get the maximum possible discount for sure. Okay, now if you take this Iconic subscription for 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, the prices are over here. This is the price and this is the price. Now, if you want the maximum possible discount, use this code, use this code, use this code. Fine. There is something big coming up, a surprise for you people, so you just have to wait for that. That's what was the previous slide. And this is one of the beautiful features on Unacademy, that's Ask a Doubt. If you have any sort of doubt and if you have that plus subscription, you can ask unlimited number of doubts. Whatever the doubt is, okay, ask the doubt any damn time and you'll get the video solution, that too in very high quality within no time. Now, how you can exactly ask this doubt? There is an option that's doubts and solutions on Unacademy app. You need to click on that. Now take a picture, and this picture should be very clear. Understand, whatever the doubt is, you need to take the picture of that so that you'll upload, you'll get the solution. So it should not be blurred, it should be very clear so that our educators would be able to see it properly. Then only they can answer that. And you need to basically crop that question, crop that particular doubt. It's not like you'll send 5 or 10 questions in one single picture, so that's not possible. Okay, so you just have to crop that so that educator will clearly understand that this is the particular doubt, and you will get the solution within no time. These are the don'ts and do's you need to follow while you basically go for this process. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now let's start our main topic, that is nothing but horizontal projectile. I have been explaining this example since very long time. Today also we're going to be talking about this also in the starting one, because this is the perfect example of horizontal projectile. What is a horizontal projectile? See, previously we talked about what's up. Everybody hit the like button. The people who haven't subscribed the channel, subscribe it right away and hit the like button as soon as possible, because that's mandatory. Okay, fine. Now listen to me very carefully. What I'm trying to say over here is, see, previously we talked about the angular projectile. Understand, projectile given an angular projection. What is that? You are launching a projectile. This is a ground. Okay, you are launching a projectile from ground and it is falling on the ground. Now this horizontal projectile means projectile from some height. Understand? So you are basically at height. This is a building. You are at the top of a building and you are throwing some ball horizontally. Understand? So that's what we call the horizontal projectile. There can be this case also. For example, this is a building. You can launch the projectile from this building itself. Understand? At some angle. So that can be also the case. We'll talk about that as well. So that is what is called the horizontal projectile. So previously we talked about how much time it is gonna take if you launch this projectile from this point to this point. Today we're gonna be talking about that as well. How much time it is gonna take to reach ground if you throw this from some certain height, like over here. If you throw this ball from some certain height, how much time it's gonna take to reach this ground. So that's what we're gonna be talking about. Understand? And what will be the velocity at any point? What will be the velocity of hit? Everything. That's the kinematics of horizontal projectile that we will be talking about in the today's session as well. Okay, that's great. Okay, now see, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so this is the perfect example of horizontal projectile. What is that? Over here, this is a plane. Understand, this plane is moving in the forward direction. Fine. So it is releasing the package. For example, if I say this is moving with a 10 meter per second, it is releasing the package. Understand, it dropped the package from this point. So what happens with this package? There is a person over here at the ground. He's observing this scene. So he'll see this package will something like go like this. Understand? In a projectile motion, horizontal projectile motion. Understand? This is the perfect example. So we say, now let's do some analysis. Let's talk about this. What happens over here? What's gonna happen with the acceleration, velocity and all? Now see, you tell me one thing. See, Previously, I have told you when this block is falling down, if this plane was moving with 10 meter per second in horizontal direction, understand? Its horizontal velocity is 10 meter per second. Can I say that this block, this package will be also having horizontal velocity as 10 meter per second? Because initially this was attached to this one, okay? So when it released, so it will basically fall like this. That's why it is moving in this direction. If it was having zero horizontal velocity, then it should fall directly down. So means that it is having some horizontal velocity. That's why it is falling over here at some distance after some distance. Understand? Now, I have told you previously that its vertical motion will not affect its horizontal motion. Understand? Its horizontal motion remains unaffected, and its horizontal motion will not affect its vertical motion. What that exactly is, listen to me. If I say, for example, when the plane reached over here, its speed is, this horizontal speed is 10 meter per second. So when this pilot inside this plane is looking at this package exactly in this line only, in this vertical line only, so he can see that this package is still having the 10 meter per second. It is very simple. Understand? He'll see that it feels like the package is still inside the plane, because this is exactly moving with the plane only. Plane is over here, the package is over here. Plane is over here, the package is. I know this is falling down, but the horizontal velocity remains same. So can we say that it feels like the package is still in the plane, because this is moving exactly with the plane, 10 meter per second over here as well, 100%. So it feels like it is still in the plane. Means this block is falling down. It is having the vertical motion also. So still its horizontal motion remains unaffected. 10 meter per second. So means its vertical motion is not affecting its horizontal motion. Understand? So can I say in this case, if 10 meter per second is in the horizontal velocity, is its horizontal velocity, that remains constant. So can I say in the horizontal motion acceleration is 0, then only velocity remains a constant. So horizontal acceleration in this case is 0, because there is no force in x direction. Don't say air resistance, air friction, we neglect that, okay? So in that case, we say what? Horizontal acceleration is 0, force in horizontal direction in this case is basically 0. That's why we take this case. Fine. Done. Now let's talk about its vertical motion as well. If, for example, there is another plane over here, okay, that is releasing the package. See, when this plane released the package, same time this plane A also released the package. Understand? So, but this package is exactly at rest. See, this plane is exactly over here. So both these planes release the package. See, what happens over here? When this package is exactly over here, this will be over here. Fine. So when this package reaches at this point, this package will be over here. So when this package reaches this point, the package will be exactly over here. Now, if I ask you to analyze the vertical motion of this package only, if I ask you to analyze the vertical motion of this package only, you will say, sir, the vertical motion of this package is exactly like this. Because when this is at it, this is in the same line, this is in the same line, this is in the same line. So it is something like this only, it is something like this only, something like this only. Means the package is moving in the forward direction, so it is not affecting its vertical motion. So vertically it is falling exactly like this only. So I hope you are clear with this, okay? I hope you are clear with this. This is a very beautiful example. That's why I keep saying this every single time. Now let's basically talk about the kinematics of horizontal motion. What is this kinematics of horizontal motion? Means what happens if we launch this ball from some height, understand? Or if this is a package releasing from the plane, what happens with its velocity in x direction, velocity in y direction, acceleration in x direction, acceleration in y direction? That we're gonna be talking about. That's why we say kinematics of this horizontal projectile. Understand? Yes, that's great. Okay. Everybody clear with this till now? Till here? At the end, we're gonna be talking about the JEE advanced questions, previous year questions, okay? You will love those. Now see, if I say, for example, this is the ball, we are launching it horizontally and it falls somewhere around here with a velocity u, initial velocity u. You tell me one thing, horizontal velocity, how much does it have? You are saying, sir, we are throwing it horizontally. So in that case, can I say horizontal velocity in this case, ux, initial horizontal velocity? Understand? Initial horizontal velocity. So can I say this is nothing but u? We represent this horizontal velocity as ux, with the vertical velocity as uy. So it will be u only. Why u? Because complete velocity is in the horizontal direction only, okay? Not at some angle. So initial velocity in y direction, can I say that is 0? Exactly. This is not at some angle. Understand? This is completely in horizontal motion. So its vertical component will be 0. So can I say it like that? Definitely, because this is horizontal projectile. That's why we say this will be exactly 0. Now let's talk about one more thing. What happens with the acceleration in this case, horizontal acceleration? You say horizontal acceleration is, sir, 0. Why is horizontal acceleration 0? Because there is no force in x direction. Understand? So when there is force, there is change in velocity, there is acceleration. So there is no force, there is no change in velocity, so horizontal velocity will remain constant. We have discussed this previously as well, okay? Now what is the velocity acceleration in y direction? You will say, sir, that is g, acceleration due to gravity. Gravity is pulling this body towards in downward direction. So in that case, we say over here that acceleration will be acceleration due to gravity, and we say that is negative always. Even if the ball is going up, even if the ball is going down, we take it negative always. Understand? Fine, because we get the answer every single time, okay? And this is always in the downward direction, even if the ball is going up, so we take it negative. Now the point over here is what happens with the velocity at, if I say, for example, tell me the velocity at any point, at this point, horizontal velocity. You will say horizontal velocity, what happens with the horizontal velocity? So can I say that if acceleration in this case is 0, means horizontal velocity remains same, acceleration in horizontal is 0. Understand? So means there is no force in x direction. If there is no force in x direction, so this velocity in horizontal will remain same. Understand? No force, so velocity will remain same in horizontal direction. So can I say it, this ux will be, if I say over here the velocity in horizontal will be, that is vx, final velocity in x direction. So that will be nothing but ux will be equal to this, nothing but vx, and it will be only that u. So over here it will be also u, 10 meter per second. If this u is 10 meter per second, 10 meter per second, 10 meter per second. Clear? Now you'll ask for, sir, proof. Okay. So can we use this equation over here? Acceleration is 0, v is equal to u, vx is equal to ux, v is equal to u plus at plus ax into t. We are using in x direction because we need to find the horizontal velocity, velocity in x direction, final velocity in x direction. So this vx, so ux is how much? That is u, okay? Ux is how much? That is u. And this plus acceleration in x direction, that is 0. So this will be 0. So can I say this vx is, this ux is nothing but this u? That's what I told you. So this remains constant. This is the proof, small proof. Now what happens with the velocity in a y direction? See, initially velocity in y direction is 0. What happens with the velocity afterwards? You'll say, sir, it will be 0 only. Then how will it basically go down if it is 0? Tell me. So velocity will increase or velocity will decrease. So if this is a complete projectile, something like this angular, so from this point to this point, we say velocity decreases. At this point, maximum height, velocity in y direction becomes 0. Then only it will start falling down. Then in the opposite direction, it starts increasing. So over here, when this is falling from this point to this point, so over here, velocity in y direction initially is 0. So it should increase from this point to this point. See, it will increase. So can I say velocity in y direction is equal to initial velocity in y direction plus ay into t, 100%. So velocity in y direction, finally at this point, if I ask you to tell me the velocity in y direction, you will say this is nothing but initial velocity in y direction, that is 0. Acceleration in y direction, that is g, and this is t. So vy will be nothing but that is minus g into t. So what? See, it has been basically increased from 0 to something. Don't say, sir, it is negative. Negative is over here because this is in downward direction. If you take this velocity in upward direction, that as positive. When the body falls down, we take that velocity as negative. Or because velocity tells us the direction of motion. I have told you this before also. For example, if a body is going in right direction, we say velocity is positive. If the body is going in left direction, we say velocity is negative. Same goes over here. If the ball is going in upward direction, we say velocity is positive. If the ball falls back, we say velocity is negative. So that's why it is coming out to be the negative. Okay, this is what is the scene over here. This is the kinematics of this projectile. So first of all, let's find this equation of trajectory over here. Let's get clear with this one. Fine. Fine. What is this equation of trajectory all about? Listen to me very carefully.
Equation of trajectory means if I say, for example, I'm launching this projectile, this ball is falling over here. So what is the equation of this line? With what rate y is changing with x? For example, if I say over here, this is y and this is x. Understand? This is y axis, this is x axis. Equation of this line will be, you will simply say, sir, this is y is equal to x. Why? Because when x is 1, y is 1, x is 2, y is 2, x is 3, this is straight line, angle at 45 degrees. So equation of this line is what? Y is equal to x. With what rate y is changing with x? Understand, at what value of x, what is the value of y? So when x is 1, y is 1. When x is 2, so this is the equation for this line. Same, we need to find the equation for this trajectory. Understand, this path, this parabolic path, that is what we need to exactly focus on right now, right here in this case. Okay. Okay, now I need to, one second. Light is gone. I need to press this button. Okay. Yeah, it's clear now. Fine. So now listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully what I'm trying to say over here. How can we exactly? See, we need to basically check y is a function of x. Over here, with what rate y is changing with x. Understand, y as function of x, that we need to find over here. I told you. Now in this case, if we use the equation in x direction, understand, that is this s. Use this equation. That is this s is equal to ux. This is sx is equal to ux t plus 1 by 2 ax t square. Okay, ax t square. See, by using this equation, we'll get the value of x. And by using the same equation in y direction, that is sy is equal to uyt plus 1 by 2 ayt square. When we use the same equation in y direction, we'll get the value of y. We'll mix those, okay? We'll combine those. Then we'll get the function of y as a function of x. That what is exactly needed over here. Now in this case, can I say basically in this case that, for example, x is what? How far this is going from this point to this point in this case. Okay, so this is basically what we call the range. Also understand, what is the range of this projectile? I'm launching it with velocity u. What will be the range? How far it is gonna basically go, how far it is gonna go. So in this case, can you tell me this x? You will simply say this x is nothing but velocity in x direction. So you are saying this velocity is, you are launching this horizontally. Velocity in y direction initially will be 0. So can I say this will be u only, ux is u only, and time, for example, it is taking time t. Can I say it like that? Definitely. Now you will say this will be 0. Yes, definitely, because acceleration in x direction is 0. So this term will be 0. So from here, can I say t is equal to x by u exactly? Yes. Now let's go for this one. Now we'll use the same equation in case of what? Y. So in that case, I'll just write y. Understand, y. So we'll find the value of y. So y is equal to initial velocity in y direction, that is 0. So this will be 0. So plus 1 by 2 g, over here we say this is g, and this will be what? This will be t square. Okay, now you can take the negative over here, sir. G is negative. So even if you can take this negative also, because what is the final displacement in that case? You will say initial point, you take this final point, you say this is negative displacement, whatever, or you take this only. We just need the value. What is the function of y? What is the y function? Y as a, we need to find y as a function of x. That's our goal exactly. Take this. Okay, I got no scenes. Now in this case, see, what we exactly got is over here x, we got this y. Now mix both of these, then we'll get the y as a function of x. Here we have y as a function of t. This is g is constant, y as a function of t. We don't need the y as a function of t, y as a function of x. That will give us equation of trajectory in that case. So put this t over here. So can I just write y is equal to minus 1 by 2g, and you can take this x square by u square. So it will be y is equal to minus 1 by 2. This will be g x square by 2 u square. So this is the equation of trajectory. Understand? Y is a function of this x square. So means this is some sort of parabola. So this is parabolic in shape. Okay. Let's go for the next one. Now we'll move with the speed of light, because we have to basically kill some of the previous year question, JEE advanced questions at the end. Okay. Everybody understanding over here? Come on. Drop a thumbs up in the live chat. Or am I going too fast? If it is like that, then I'll decrease my speed over here. Let's find the time of flight. Time of flight is what? If we are launching this from this point to this point, if I say, for example, this is taking how much amount of time? T. Understand? So how much time it's going to take from this point to this point? Or time of flight, we can define it like this also. How much time it will remain in air? Okay? That is what we call the time of flight. Now listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. Now we can use this formula in order to find the time of flight. I have told you so many times before. Okay? Now, over here, if I say, for example, this height of this tower is basically h, you are launching it with from the h height. So can I say this will be h is equal initial velocity in y direction, that is clearly, that is 0. So this will be 0 into t. And this will be, you can take this as negative. Okay, then take this also as negative. Okay, this negative. Because you say this is the initial point, this is final point. What is the final displacement? Well, the ball reaches over here. So why? This much is the final displacement. How much it has displaced finally? That is negative. You can take this negative as well. So this will be 1 by 2. Acceleration minus g. That's why this minus came out. So this will be g and this will be t square. The value of t we exactly need over here. So can we just write this t square will be equal to this 2 will go over here, this 2h, this will cancel, minus, this 2 will go over here, 2h upon this g. Can I just write this t is nothing but that is a root of this 2h by g exactly. So this much time it is going to take from this point to this point. Understand? Root of 2h by g, root of 2h by g. Yeah. Fine. Let's find this horizontal range. How far it is gonna basically go. How much is this? We call this as horizontal range. Understand? Tell me in this case, what is this? If I say, for example, we are launching it exactly from the height h. If we are saying, for example, we are launching it exactly from the height h. Now, in this case, can you tell me this horizontal range? You use this equation in horizontal motion, in horizontal direction, because we need this only, na? So can I say instead of this, how far it is gonna go? So instead of this, I'll just write r. Initial velocity in x direction, that is this u. Time, that is this t. And this plus 1 by 2. Acceleration in x, that is 0, and this t square. So this will become 0 exactly. Can I just write this will be r is equal to u. How much time it is going to take from this point to this point? Previously we got that. Root of 2h by g. Just put it over here. It's very simple, okay? 2h by g. I'll be showing you some of the beautiful previous year, next level killer problems at the end, okay? That's why I'm taking this session separately, okay? Yeah. Now, velocity at any point. If I ask you to tell me the velocity at any point, means what is the velocity at any point? Means initially this is the velocity, and if I say, for example, what is the velocity at this point? How can you tell me the velocity at this point? Previously, I have showed you so many previous year questions on this one as well in the last lecture. So can I say if you want to find the velocity at this point, it is very simple, not that difficult. So I would say this is nothing but velocity, this velocity I need. Now, how can I find this velocity? If I get the velocity, if I get the x component of this velocity, vx, and if I get the y component of this velocity, I'll get the net velocity exactly. That is root of this vx square plus this vy square. This is the simple method. Now, in this case, if I ask you, we are launching at the velocity u. So, velocity, initial velocity ux is nothing but u. So, this is also the vx final velocity, because velocity in x direction remains same. Velocity in x direction remains same. Okay. Now, if I ask you to tell me the velocity in y direction at any point, let's say, sir, vy at any point will be nothing but what happens with the vy? So that is uy plus ay into t. We use this equation. So you'll say, sir, this vy at any point, initial velocity in y direction, that is 0. Acceleration is that is minus g, and this will be t. So vy will be nothing but that is nothing but minus gt. Can I say it like that? So this v will be nothing but what is the vx? Vx is nothing but u only. So u square plus minus gt its square. So v is nothing but the root of u square plus g square. Now, let's move on to the next one. This is basically a ball is launched over here from a tower of V0. What should be the value of V0 so that the range is NH? Find the velocity of hit also. Come on. This is a mains level question. Very nice question. It is saying that we are launching this ball with a velocity of V0. It is falling over here. Okay. This ball is launched with a velocity of V0. It is falling over here. In this case, the range is coming out to be that is NH. Understand? The range is coming out to be NH. Now, we need to basically find, in this case, with what velocity we have launched this, question number 1. Next, we need to find the velocity of hit over here, okay? Velocity of hit over here. First is with what velocity we have launched this. Next is with what will be the velocity of hit. Can you solve this question in the live chat? I just need to know the answer of this question, all of you. Okay? Come on. In the live chat, I just need to know the answer of this question as soon as possible. Come on. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay. Now see, let me basically show you. Let me just show you this one. Afterwards, we have the advanced level question. If you can solve this one, till then, I just need to know the answer of this one as soon as possible. Now listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. If I say, for example, I'm launching this ball from this height, okay, and it will fall over here. It is saying that the range is coming out to be, range according to the question is coming out to be, that is n times of this h, where h is the height of this building, okay. Now, if I say according to the formula, what will be the range in this case? You will say, sir, range is nothing but, we have studied that velocity with which we are launching and the root of this 2h by g. Understand? This is the range. So can I just write over here with what velocity I am launching this with? That is v naught. So this will be v naught root of 2h by g exactly. Okay. So this is the case over here. Now the rest is, if we basically say the range is according to the according to this formula, this is according to the question. So can we equate both of these? So definitely, so this is nh is equal v naught root of 2h by g. Okay, now find the value of this v naught. We got the answer. So can I just write this v naught is nothing but this nh will come over here and it will be, that is g by 2h exactly. Fine. There can be the cancellation also. So just rationalize. So root h multiply and divide by root h. So can we just write, it will be nothing but nh root of gh. Okay, when we multiply this with this one, this is root g into root h, and over here it will be, over here it will be exactly, over here it will be exactly, that is to root 2 into root h into root h. That is what? H only, because root h into root h is root h whole square. Square and root will cancel, so it will be h only. This will cancel, so it will be n root of gh. It will be root of gh. I'll just write it over here. Okay. It will be only n. It will be v. Arey yaar. It will be only root of, it will be only v naught will be nothing but a root of n into gh, root of n into this gh. Anything else do we have? Root of g, n into root of gh by this 2 exactly. Anything else? Yeah, there is nothing else. Okay, so this is basically the scene over here. We got the velocity over here. Now you need to basically find somebody is the Martin Garrix fan over here. Saying that, sir, I am a JEE 2022 aspirant, and when I'm trying to solve, you need to basically understand the concept very well. Okay, once you get done with that, there are actually, see, in physics you cannot solve the problems immediately, the next level problems. So when you are done with the concept, this is a very simple trick. Okay, when you are done with any of the concepts, so you start hit the concept topic. Okay, afterwards you need to solve the problems. Problem should be of a very basic level. Okay, I would call that level 1. Once you get done with the level 1 problems, move on to the level 2 problems, then move on to the level 3 problems, that are the advanced level problems. If you directly move on to the advanced level problems, it is impossible. That's why you feel it difficult. Try to get that book which is having very easy problems in the initially, if you are trying to start this one. Okay, so in that case, you start with this one, then move on to this one, move on to this one. Eventually, you will reach this level. So for that, your concept understanding should be very high. Okay, it is not like chemistry. You can just have the formula in front of you, take the values and put it in the formula. No, you just have to use your brain over here, concepts over here, then only you can solve the problems. So that is mandatory. So we suggest you to come with us. We'll solve the problems together and you will love it. Okay. This is the simple and easiest way to solve any of the problems. Now you tell me one thing, see. Okay, and in this question, I just want to know the answer if this is correct. Okay, this is correct, or we made the mistake anywhere. Mathematical errors may be there, but I want you to basically solve this as soon as possible. Do let me know the live chat. Till then we can we'll solve this question. Okay, fine. So this is basically this one. So V naught is equal to root of GH by 2. Okay, so now we need to basically find this velocity of hit. With what velocity it will basically hit the ground. So we know velocity of hit is nothing but Vx square at that point plus Vy square exactly. So V is nothing but what is Vx square? Velocity in x direction, that remains constant. That is V naught only, because Vx is equal to Ux only is V naught. This is the horizontal velocity initially. So Vy over here, let me just clear that previous point over here. That is Vx plus Vy is nothing but that is Uy minus Gt exactly. So Vy is Uy initially is 0 minus Gt. So put it over here. So this will be V naught square plus Gt, G square T square, because minus of Gt it will be G square T square only. So V is nothing but this. What is the value of V naught? That is nothing but this. N square. So I just write N square and square root will cancel because this is V square. So it will be GH by 2 plus G square T square exactly. This is the velocity of hit over here. Everybody got this one only? Yeah. Okay. The next level problem. Everybody listen to me very carefully now, okay? We need to basically solve this question. Now, how can we exactly go for this one? What is given over here is two balls are thrown from two buildings, okay? This ball is thrown from this building. This ball is exactly thrown from this building. They will stick to each other and will fall together. Find the distance between the two buildings. See, what is the question exactly? This was asked in 1994, okay? IIT JEE, but this is having a very good level. This is the projectile from a height. If I say, for example, we have launched this ball, so it will exactly go like this and fall like this. And we have launched this ball at some angle with the horizontal, that is 60 degrees. Understand? This is at some angle. This is horizontally, this is at some angle, but with what velocity? Same velocity, 10 meters per second. So it will come over here and it will exactly fall over here. Understand? So they will stick to each other and then they will start falling exactly together. This is given. First ball launched horizontally with 10 meters per second. Second ball launched with same 10 meters per second, but at some angle with the horizontal, that is 60 degrees. And they will come and meet at this point. They will collide to each other and they'll basically then start falling together. You'll say, sir, how will they fall? This is at some height. So this is given some angular projection initially. That is how much, 60 degree, and this 10 velocity. So they will exactly meet at this point and they'll start falling together. You need to basically find what is this distance D in between this. 14 B C D. Come on, tell me in the live chat. Come on. In the live chat, I just need to know what is the answer of this question. A, B, C, D. All of you. A, B, C, D. Which part is the... We'll bring a session separately for that, okay? Go with the modern physics first, okay? Kill that, because 50-60% of the, even 45 to 50% of the paper comes from that only in JEE, in complete JEE, and that is very easy. You don't have to go in that level. Understand modern physics, optics, thermodynamics. So this is the stuff that you need to basically put your efforts in. And rest, this electrodynamics and mechanics, this is taking lots and lots of time. You can take the sure topics from this one for sure. Go stick to that, you'll get a good rank for sure. Okay, can you tell me the, okay, yes, the Genius UI is saying 17.4. Oh, you are having a very good speed. Okay, see what exactly we need to find in this case. Let me just show you over here. Okay, listen to me very carefully. If I say, for example, this is the distance and this is the distance over here, that is what we need to find. See, this ball is launched from this point, this ball is exactly launched from this point. Fine. Now the point over here is, if we find the horizontal range of this one, I would call that x, how far it will go when they collide. Understand? If we find the horizontal range of this one, I would call that x dash. When we get this x, we are done with the question that we are supposed to find. Then we'll get this d is nothing but that is x plus this x dash. We are done with the question. This is exactly what we are supposed to find over here. Now we'll get the horizontal range of this one, we'll get the vertical horizontal range of this ball. That's all. Now, for that, you have to consider what? The horizontal motion of this ball 1. If I say this is the ball 1, okay? So for ball 1, we need to consider the horizontal motion. For ball 2, we need to consider this vertical horizontal motion. Understand? So this is the scene over here. This is the scene over here. Can you tell me how can we use this? So you will say simply, sir, use this equation. That is S is equal to ut plus 1 by 2 at square in x, exactly. Now you tell me one thing. We need to find this x. So put it x over here is equal to velocity in x direction. I'll just write it over here. So this x, understand how much is this x? X is equal to velocity in x direction, that is 10. So can I just write 10? If I say, for example, it is taking t time in reaching this point, so it will be t. So this term will be 0 because acceleration in x direction is 0. Fine, so we got this x. Next is, we'll find this x dash, that is the range of this one. So can I just write x is equal to what? S is equal to x. If I say this is x dash, understand? Now, initial velocity in x direction. This is 10. This is how much? This is 10 cos of 60 degrees. This is 10 sine of 60 degrees. Okay. So this is 10 cos of 60 degrees. How much this will be? This will be nothing but, yeah, exactly. So this is 10 cos of 60 degree exactly. This is 10 sine of 60 exactly. So can I just write over here in this case, it will be nothing but how much? It will be 5. Yeah, exactly. Root 3 by 2. No, it will be exactly 5 because that is 5. Yeah, this is how much? Root this one, and this will be 5 exactly. This will be 5 root 3. 5 root 3 because this is 10 cos 60 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2, this will be 5 only. So can I just write this will be nothing but 5t exactly. Why 5t? Initial velocity is what? That is 5 into t. Acceleration in x direction over here is also 0 because that remains constant. Velocity in x direction remains constant. So can I say in this case, this d will be nothing but this x dash plus this x, that is nothing but this 15t. 10t plus 5t, 15t. Is there any option over here that is 15t? Definitely not. Now, what we need to exactly do over here is, we need to find second thing. Means, what is that? We need to find the value of this t exactly. We'll put it over here. We'll get the answer. For that, you have to consider the vertical motion. Now, consider the vertical motion for ball 1 and for ball 2 exactly. Okay. We say S y is equal to uyt plus 1 by 2 ayt square. Okay, this is the point that we are exactly using right now. Listen to me very carefully. Now you'll say, sir, what is this? That is this much. Understand, vertically how much it has basically gone down. So that is this. If I say, for example, this is how much, this is y. So for example, this has gone down y. Now see, listen to me very carefully. So from this point to this point, from this point to this point, can I say this will be y? Exactly. And this is 20. So exactly from this point to this is 20. So this will be 10. So this will be from this point to this point, it will be 10. So can I say this entire from this point to this point will be y plus 10? 100% this will be y plus 10. Just use it over here. For the first ball, it will be that y only. Y is equal to initial velocity in y direction. Initial velocity in y direction, that is 0. So it will be 1 by 2 gt square ut plus half of at square, 1 by 2 gt square. You take this negative, you take this negative, eventually they will basically cancel. So you will get this one. Fine. Now take the ball 2. Take this ball 2. In this case, if you use the velocity in y direction, so what you will exactly get over here is velocity in y direction. That is, can I just write instead of this one how far it will basically go from this point to that is y plus 10. So I'll just write this is y plus 10, okay, is equal to initial velocity in y direction. How much is that? That is 5 root 3. That is 5 root 3 into t. It will take the same time. Why is it taking the same time? Because they are meeting over here. They are colliding, okay? Then they are falling together. Everybody is able to understand. Any sort of confusion anywhere, then I'll repeat it. And they'll fall together from this point only. So can I say in that case, this will be time will be same in both the cases, okay? Yes. So over here, you can basically say 1 by 2, that is g t square again, okay? Fine. If you take the minus over here, afterwards calculation, it will come out to be the same. That's why. Now put this gt square over here, so that will be 1 by 2, because y is equal to gt 1 by 2 gt square. Put it over here, 1 by 2 gt square plus this 10 is equal to 5 root 3 into t plus 1 by 2 g t square. Exactly. So this and this will exactly cancel. So time will be nothing but 10 by 5 root 3. It is 2 by root 3. Time is 2 by root 3. So this distance is basically 15t. So can I just write this is nothing but 15 into what is time? 2 by 3 root 3. It is 30 by root 3. Okay, 15 to 30 by root 3. This will be nothing but 10 root 3. When you multiply by root 3, it will be 10 by root 3. Sorry, 10 root 3. So 10 root 3, it will come out to be 17.7 something. So we can take this option, approximately 17.4. Clear? This is clear? Okay. Now we have the last question. This question was asked in this one. So this is more good than that one. Everybody is clear with that? Come on, I just need to know in the live chat if you are clear with that. Come on. So basically, if I say, for example, from, okay, what is the question? That is 2 gunshots are fired from a tall building, one horizontally and with this one. Okay, let me just tell you. See, listen to me very carefully. What I'm trying to say over here is, see, this is a very good question, advanced question. Now see, if I say, for example, I have launched this ball from this point and it is exactly falling at reaching this point. Now the second point is I'm launching this ball and exactly it is falling at this point. So this I am launching at 60 degrees with the same one, that is what, 5 root 3. This ball, this bullet, not ball, this is a gunshot. I'm firing this gunshot with 5 root 3. It is basically falling at this point. Now this second ball, second bullet, I'm basically firing at some angles at 60 degrees with 5 root 3. It is reaching over here. What we are supposed to find is that they are meeting at point P. Question is itself saying. Now what we are supposed to find that, find the time interval between the firings. If this is having the time t, this is having the time t, t2 minus t1, t2, t1, t2 minus t1, time interval. Next point is over here. What is the time difference? Understand? Next point is find the coordinates of this point P, x, comma, y. Can you tell me the answer of this question? Yeah, that's great. A is 1 second. I know you are searching it from Google for sure. You cannot solve it in just few seconds. What is the next, what is Google saying the answer of the next part B? Come on. Okay. Yes. You can find it in many books which are having a good level. Okay, you can find it over there as well. Shiva Ganesh, this is not fair. Okay, now see what we are exactly, how we can exactly solve this one. Listen to me very carefully. If I say, for example, this bullet is taking, for example, time t in reaching this point. Okay, they are colliding at this point. So this bullet, I would say it is taking t plus t dash in reaching this point. Fine. This is the point number one. Next point over here is, for example, if I say this is x distance from this one, so we need to find this x. And if I say, for example, this is at y distance from this x-axis, so we need to find this y, because p of x comma y. We need to find the x of this one, we need to find y of this one. Understand? Fine. So let's solve this one. It is again the same. It is again, there is, after this, there will be one lecture that I'll take after 4 or 5 lectures. Okay, because tomorrow, most probably after this, we'll be starting the, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, laws of motion. Okay, because I was supposed to finish the horizontal projectile as well as inclined projectile in this lecture only, but I couldn't, because it will take then lots and lots of time, because there are so many good problems in that inclined projectile also. I wanted to show that itself, that's why. So that's why I'll create a separate lecture for that, but after 2-3 lectures, when we get done with some of the lectures from laws of motion. So for sure you'll be getting, we'll get done with your syllabus in next 2.5 months for sure. Okay. Yesterday. Okay, then it's great. Okay, then it's great. Then tell me, what is the answer of the next part? What are the coordinates p of x comma y? Over here, you need to basically take two conditions. That is ball 1, the bullet 1, the bullet 2. Okay. So first you consider the horizontal motion of bullet 1, then you consider the horizontal motion of bullet 2. Then you consider the vertical motion of bullet 1, then you consider the vertical motion of bullet 2. That's what we are supposed to find over here. Now listen to me very carefully. Afterwards, we'll talk about that as well. Now, if we talk about this bullet 1, exactly. If we talk about the bullet 1, you'll say, sir, use this equation, that is S is equal to ut plus 1 by 2 at square in horizontal motion. So I'll just write x, so x over here. Fine. We need to find basically this x over here. That's great. Now, if I ask you, what exactly can I do? You'll say, sir, it is very simple. That is, in this, you can definitely write this x, how far it can exactly go, That is this x is equal. What is the velocity of this first bullet number 1? I call this bullet number 1. This is bullet number 2. It is 5√3 only. So this is 5√3 only. Understand how much time it is taking from this point to this point? So it is t. Fine. So we got done with, we got this x. Fine. Now let's take the bullet number 2. So we are taking the bullet number 2 over here. When we are taking the bullet number 2, now in this case, this is having this velocity, this is having this velocity. This is the horizontal velocity, this is the vertical velocity. So in this case, can I definitely say this x, what will be the x? Both are having the same x. This will exactly fall over here. This also will exactly fall over here. So both will have the same x, is equal. Initial velocity in x direction in that case, that is 5√3 cos of 60 degrees. Understand? So that will be 5√3 by 2, because cos 60 is 1 by 2. So it will be 5√3 by 2 exactly. Understand? 5√3 by 2. And how much time it is taking? That is a t plus t dash. Now, acceleration in x direction is 0, so it will be 0. That's why over here I didn't write it. It will be 0, it will be 0. Till here, everybody is clear with this one. So it is 0, it is 0. So if we got this one. Now, x is equal to this, x is equal to this. Can we put this x over here, because both are same 100%? So we can definitely write 5√3 into t is equal to 5√3 by 2 into t plus t dash. Okay. Yes. So this and this will exactly cancel over here. What else? So this will be 2t, this 2t, and this t will come over here. That is minus t is equal to this t dash. 2t minus t. So t is equal to t dash. Fine. So we got the first relation. So what this relation is saying exactly is that it is saying that if this bullet is taking 1 second from this point to this point, this will exactly take t is equal to t plus t dash, means t dash is also 1. So this is 1 plus 1, this will take 2 seconds. So how much will be the difference? If this is taking 2 seconds, this is taking 1 second, 2 minus 1, that is 1. Let's see afterwards how much will be the difference. So we got this first relation, it will help us, okay? It will help us. Now, let's go for the next one. That is, consider the vertical motion. That is, Sy is equal to Uyt plus 1 by 2 Ayt square exactly. Okay? So we need to consider this only now. Let's take the bullet number 1. That is bullet 1. Let's take the bullet 2. So if we talk about this bullet 1 over here, see, listen to me very carefully what I'll say exactly. If this is y, whole is a 10 meters, this is 10 meter building. So can I say this will be its y, exactly this? How much it will be? This will be exactly 10 minus y. This will be exactly 10. This will be for this bullet also, bullet 1 for bullet 2 also, because we are checking how much is this bullet has exactly displaced from its original position. Don't say, sir, it will go first up then, so we have to calculate this one. No, we have to check the displacement, because this y is basically displacement. This Sx, Sy is displacement. So we need to basically find this one over here. Now, can you just tell me in the first bullet, how much will be this y? This will be Sy, that will be 10 minus y. Can I just write it like that? You'll just write 10 minus of 10 minus y. You'll just write this one only, that is minus of this 10 minus y, okay, is equal to y minus, because you'll say, sir, take this negative because this has displaced from the original point or whatever it is, okay, is equal to initial velocity in y direction. What is the initial velocity in y direction in this case? That is what? 5 root 3 multiplied by cos of sine of 60 degrees. That will be nothing but 7.5. It will be root 3 by 2. When you multiply this one with this one, 5 root 3 into root 3 by 2, that will be how much? 7.5 will come out to be exactly 7.5 only, or 5 root. Yeah, we'll first have to talk about this one. Sorry. So for the first bullet, initial velocity in y direction is 0. So initial velocity in y direction is basically 0. So I'll just write ut. So it will be 0, 1 by 2 at square. Acceleration is minus g, so gt square exactly. So gt square exactly. So it will be nothing but this will cancel. So 10 minus y will come out to be nothing but it will be 2 into, this is 10, 2 into 5, so it will be 5t square. So y will come out to be what? 10. This y will come out to be 10 minus 5t square over here. So we got the value of y, fine. Next point is we need to take the vertical motion of this bullet exactly. So take the vertical motion of this bullet. Now for this bullet, initial velocity will be 7.5, that I told you how previously. So it will be nothing but same, that is 10 minus y. Over here 10 minus y, you take this one, or negative take this one, okay, is equal to sy. Understand? This 10 minus y, because both for this bullet also it will be 10 minus y. And now initial velocity in y direction, how much? That will be 5 root 3 into sine of 60. That will be 7.5 after calculating. 7.5, okay, meter per second. Multiplied by, what is the time? How much time it is taking from this point to this point? That is t plus t dash. So t plus t dash exactly, okay. And this will be minus 1 by 2 gt square. So it will be multiplied by 10, because g is 10 minus 10, so minus we took out. And it will be t plus this t dash whole square. Everybody is clear with this one? Rocky bhai, what are you saying, bro? Okay, listen to me now. Now, so can I basically say over here, this will be nothing but minus 10. If you multiply this with this one, so it will be y minus 10 exactly is nothing but 7.5. And t is equal to t previously. We got this t is equal to t, so we can write t plus t, that is 2t. So it will be 2t minus 1 by 2, so it will be 5. So it will be 5t plus t, that is 4t square. Understand? Why 4t square? Because 2t, that is whole square, 4t square exactly. Fine. So this came out to be this one. And over here, what we are supposed to put this y over here, so we can definitely write it 10 minus 5t square. This minus 10 is equal to 7.5. 7.5 into 2, that is 15t. Mine's this will be 20t square exactly. I hope everybody is clear with this one. Come on, all of you. I just need to know in the live chat. So in this case, this will cancel. So it will be minus t square. Take it over there. Minus 5t square plus 20t square is equal to, this will be 15t. So can I just write it is 15t square is nothing but 15t. 15 cancel and t will be 1 in this case. So time we got 1. First find the time difference, that is delta t. Okay, delta t. How much that will be? You will say, sir, delta t, can I just write as this is t2 and this as a t1? Now you tell me one thing. Can I just write it as nothing but t2 minus t1? Now t2 is nothing but t plus t dash. Understand? So this is what? 2t, because this is also t. So this is 2t. What is the value of 2t? That is 2 into 1, that is 2. Okay, fine. So t1 is nothing but t, that is 1 only. So what will be the time difference? That is nothing but this time. 2 minus 1 is 1 second. Siva Ganesh was correct. Now coordinates, second point, p of x comma y. Let's find the x coordinate first. What is the x coordinate in this case? 5 root 3 into t. 5 root 3 into t. What is y coordinate? 10 minus 5t square. 10 minus 5t square. So x is nothing but 5 root 3 into t. What is the value of this t? That is 1. So it will be 1 5 root 3 only. So this will be y is equal to 10 minus 5 into 1. So this will be 5 only. So p of, it will be nothing but 5 root 3 and this will be what? How much? 5 only. Okay, clear? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Sir, when you solo, everything is so simple, but can't do it at own. Okay, try to practice more and more. It'll be easy. Everything will be easy. Yes, yes. Okay, fine. So this was all about it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much, boys and girls. It was all about today's session. Okay. I hope everybody of you understood what I said. Any sort of confusion, any of the questions? Okay. So apart from this YouTube platform, we teach on Unacademy. If you want to learn from us on Unacademy, you need to subscribe to this, plus you need to subscribe to this iconic. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Okay. And if you take this plus subscription, you'll be getting live classes, weekly tests, structured courses, unlimited access. If you take this iconic subscription, you'll be getting personal guidance, test analysis, experts guidelines, study material, study planners, and all the features you get in plus, because this is an iconic subscription. Okay. Next is this. You can definitely follow me on Unacademy. This is my username over there. And these are the batches we have launched on Unacademy. And if you are looking for, batch in completely in English language, so definitely you should go for this one. Okay, this is completely in English language. I suggest you to go for this one. So this will start from 15th of September onwards. Now you can take this plus subscription for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. Okay. These are the prices mentioned over here. If you want the maximum possible discount, you can definitely go for this one. This is the maximum possible discount. You can use my code. Okay. So same is the case for over here. EMI options are also available. So 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, the prices are over here. Use my code in order to get the maximum possible discount. Okay, that is the scene. Now listen to this very carefully. This is if you want to learn free on Unacademy, you should basically go for this test, scan this code. If it asks for the code for enroll, that is use Yawar. Okay, this is the code you can use over here. This is the beautiful feature on Unacademy, that's ask a doubt. If you have any sort of doubt, you can definitely basically ask unlimited number of doubts. Ask the doubt anytime. You'll get the solutions with the high quality solutions exactly. Okay, receive the exact match. And how you can exactly ask this doubt? There is a feature on Unacademy that's doubts and solutions. Click on that. You need to take the picture and select the picture from your gallery. That picture should not be blurred. It should be very clear. And you need to crop that particular doubt. Don't set 5 or 10 questions, okay? So you will get the solution within very less amount of time. So these are the rules you need to follow while you go for this process. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Before you leave, I want you to subscribe to this channel and hit the like button, okay? Press the bell notification. Thank you so much. That was all about today. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Bye-bye. Ash karo.